Hello there and welcome to yet another amazing video recording series where we're going to be taking a look at a couple of the video options we do here on this particular channel, which has to do with the RSK paper review, giving out a couple of sequences that we've observed to be playing for the past 2 weeks since the start of the 2026-2027 season, and also dishing out a premium full-time banker draw and a pay to you guys. And I will be giving out the proof to you, though it's not going to be complete because that comes from a booklet source in UK. We've been winning with him since week 5. In week 5 we did 3/3 in 2 portions. In week 6 we did 3 from 4, and this week 7 is the last week for the sequence that came in an email that is going to deliver as well. Okay, apparently it's going to do 3 from 4 or 4 from 4. Okay, so let's proceed. I remain your host, Raymond Engineer. Did you guys miss me? Because I missed you guys a lot. By next week we are going to resume the video recording proper, looking at all the columns we give out on this particular channel. Let's dive straight into the business of today. First and foremost, I want to officially welcome every one of you to the 2026-2027 UK football pool season. I am so happy we are here, and trust me, we are going to be in some massive profit before the end of the season. Last season was quite a struggling one, but at least at the end of the day we did some millions, and this year is not going to be different because we are going to win massively because we already started in week 5. Okay, so firstly let's take a look at the papers we have for the week. From the special advanced fixtures, we have a couple of sequences that has actually come to stay. Okay, but we are not going to be analyzing much here because that sequence comes from our previous booklet, so it can still be valid. So we're going to leave it there. And now this is a red coupon week, officially week 7. The games are going to be played between the 15th and the 16th day of August 2026. Okay, at the time of doing this video recording series, we didn't really have much from the special advanced fixtures aside from the one that I told you about, that is from our previous booklet. So we're not going to be wasting our time there. You already have the fixtures. So let's move to the next paper on our list because we have a lot there, which happens to be the soccer research paper. Now on soccer research paper, we have a couple of sequences that has actually come to stay. Firstly, we have the sequence that says that whenever the meet me at column carries the week number as the number there, then it is said to give us so many draws. And this is a week of full payment. Whenever this happens, it brings a full payment since 2023-2024 season. Okay, so this week we have number 7 at the meet me at column on page 1 of soccer, and it's going to produce 2 full-time draws and a pay. Still on soccer page 1, if you go to where we have the PAM column, on the PAM column we have a sequence there that says that whenever we have number 1 and number 49 as the first and last number on PAM column, then it is set to give us between number 1 and number 49 a very reliable pay. Okay, I know the one that is going to draw. Okay, so you can go ahead and make use of the 2 numbers as a very reliable pay. Okay, away from that, we did not really have any other sequences on page 1, but we had one. I'm going to come back to that because that is a premium pay for the week. I'm going to come back to that later. Then we go to page 2. On page 2, we have a cartoon box where we have number 17 player sheet number holding the ball with a write-up that says that let's finish strong and not let our intensity drop until the final whistle. okay, which is projecting number 17. Based on my understanding of that statement, it's projecting number 17 as full-time draw. Away from that, we go to page 3, where on page 3 we have the banker box. The banker box on page 3 has been playing for the past 2 weeks, in week 5 and in week 6. Okay, so this week is week 7, and we have one sequence that has set, which happens to be one that states that whenever the number at banker box is transferred and repeated at the right hand side of league tables as one of the two numbers indicated there, then the two numbers on the right hand side of league tables is to produce a pay, and this week definitely is going to produce a pay. Okay, if it's to produce a pay, then I will go with number 2 to be our draw from there. The banker box might fail. It's a 50-50 game. It's been playing for 2 weeks. It might also play. So if you have it as a banker, you can go ahead and make use of it. Next, we move to page 4. Where on page 4, I have an observation. For the past 2 weeks, that is week 5 and week 6, the 3 bold numbers at page 4, at the back of page 4, has been dishing 2 draws. So for this week, we have 6, 7, and 38 there. Okay, 6, 7, and 38 there. So you can, if you have a banker draw or a pay, you can use it to pin the numbers. It might definitely scale through. Okay, it's also a 50-50 game. We move to the next paper on our list, which happens to do with the Bob Morton International paper. And here on Bob Morton, we have the Joker's Pay column on page 1 being family series numbers. This is the first time it's coming up this year. In previous seasons, it's been producing a pay. So here we have 20 and 40, which can as well produce a very reliable pay from there. Okay. On the NAP column, also still on page 1, we have 3 numbers there. We have number 5, number 16, and number 41. Okay. If you subtract and add the individual integers of double numbers there, it's going to give you a result which is number 5, and it's still on that column. So I cannot tell what this particular column is going to do. Now we have 16 there, 1 and 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. 1 minus 6, 6 minus 1 rather, is 5. You also have 41 there. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, so adding and subtracting the individual integers of each of the double numbers there gives us a result which is number 5, and which is placed there on the NAP column. Okay, I don't know if it's going to pick the 3 numbers for 3 over 3, or it's going to just pick between number 5 and 41 to be a very reliable pair. We move ahead to page 2, where on page 2 we have the cartoon box section, where we have number 53, number 17, and number 45 implanted there. Okay, and we have the player sheet number being number 49. Okay, we have a write-up that states that, but they haven't been able to create any clear chances yet. I cannot really decode what that means, but I think we can get a draw from there. Number 17 and 49 are indicated there to be a pair. On the editor's pair column, we also have 2 numbers still on page 2, number 40 and number 19. If you add the 2 numbers, it's going to give you 49, which is the last number we have on pool fixtures. So those 2 numbers can also do a pair. Away from that, we move to the page 3, where we have the cartoon box also on page 3, and we have number 10 there. Okay, player sheet number 10, and I read up that says that still on his back, the defensive midfielder clears the ball past the opponents with their accurately. I can't really see what is written there, so forgive me. I don't know what that entails. So we're going to not waste time. We move to the next page. On the next page, as at the time of this recording, we didn't have any sequence that has come to stay. We move to the next paper on our list, which happens to do with the Capital International paper. And here on Capital International paper, we have some observations. They are just mere observations. On page 1, we have the draw and most likely at column. There are always 6 numbers there on the draws are most likely at column. And those 6 numbers, 2 of them are always indicated with X. Now for the past 2 weeks, the 2 numbers indicated with X are always producing a pay. So this week we have number 5 and number 16 from there. So it can as well do a pay from there to complete 3 weeks. Then we have the week number to be the number placed on top of the try column. Okay, whenever that happens, it projects 2 full-time draws as well from this capital paper and also a pay. Then we go to page 2 where we didn't really find a sequence. Just okay, we have a sequence here, an observation though, that says that whenever we have the same family series numbers as the 2 bold numbers there, which for this week we have 18 and 28, it is projected to be a pay or 2/2 dead games. I cannot tell if it's going to scale through or not. On page 3, we have a cartoon box section, where on the cartoon box we have 2 write-ups, the first one being wow, and the second write-up says with neither team really able to, and we have some sheet numbers there. I think this is number 29 seen clearly there. Can 29 do us good? I cannot tell. We go to page 4. On page 4, at the time of doing this video recording series, we didn't have any concrete sequence that has come to stay. So we move to, okay, I think that would be all on the paper reviews aspects. So before we move to the next thing on our list, let's dish out our premium pay for the week. Now let's go back to Soccer Research page 1. This comes from our source from England, which states that he sent us a mail 2 weeks ago giving us a sequence. The booklets are not yet sent to us, though we've already paid for the booklets. That reminds me, if you're interested in the booklets or any of our seasonal subscription plan, all you need to do is message me via WhatsApp. Let's discuss business. Let's make money together this season. Okay, the booklet is unavailable right now. The pre-deposits are welcomed. So many people have paid already. And as soon as we receive the booklet, we are going to forward it to them via WhatsApp and also do accordingly involve them in the groups where we get to discuss whenever sequences from this booklet comes up. Okay, this season is going to be an exceptional one. We work only with those that are serious minded. If you are not serious, I don't have time for you this season when it has to do with premium. Just enjoy the free videos I'll be doing here, with the free sequences I'll be giving out here, with the free numbers I'll be giving out here as pays and bankers, and make your money. But if you want to go premium with me, you have to pay. Okay, away from that, back to our premium pay for the week. We have on the soccer page 1 here, we have the player picture here to be the same player picture repeated to, let's go to capital page 1. That is the same player picture repeated to capital page 1. You never see this anywhere. Okay, and this is a pointer. Whenever this comes, okay, it gives us 4 draws and a pay based on our booklet source for this season. This is the same picture. And this particular match, whenever this happens like this particular match is the match between Inter Miami. That is where Lionel Messi is in the MLS League. Okay, Inter Miami versus Colorado. Okay, They've met for a couple of times, I think 3 to 5 times between 2024 and this season. And this particular match is the match that played in 2024, May 11 precisely. And this picture was picked because I had to take our time to research on this. This picture was snapped between the 46th minute and the 68th minute, because the 46th minute was when Messi entered, which was the second half, and the 68th minute was when this particular opponent, Fernandez, was sent out in exchange for another player, a substituted player. Okay, so this picture was taken between the 46th minute and the 68th minute of the match. And mind you, this particular match, excuse me, ended in a 2-2 correct score draw. So my source states that whenever this comes up, the two numbers indicated here, which are shirt number 10, which is Lionel Messi, and shirt number 17, which is Fernandez, is going to produce either one draw from there or 2/2 full-time draws. 17 and number 10 is going to give us a very reliable pay for 1 or 2 full-time draws from there. Okay, and to coin it up, if you subtract the two numbers from each other, it's going to give you 7, which is the weak number. So that is a pointer. My sequences like this that comes from my sources in UK. This particular one comes from my source in UK, and it's projecting 4 numbers as draws and 2 numbers as pay, which is the one I just gifted out to you guys. So this is one of the things you stand to gain if you go premium with me. You will not hear this anywhere. You will not see it anywhere. Okay, so for this week, our premium pair is number 10 pairing with number 17 to be a very reliable pair for this week. So use that and enjoy yourself. If you need the 4/4, come inbox with 20,000 for the week. That is my charge for the week, and I'm going to dish it out to you with the sequence it brings for you to go confirm and make use of it. Okay, away from that, we just dished out our premium pay for the week. Now let's get back to dishing out our premium banker for the week. I'm not going to give you proof to it. I'll just give out the banker. If you love it, go ahead and make use of it. This is just my own way of saying thank you for staying with me on this channel and welcoming you into the 2026-2027 season. Okay, but before we dish out the banker, remember we have premium subscription plans. Okay, we have the one banker premium subscription plan that comes with a pay, and for the season it goes for 400,000 naira. We also have the premium NAP plan that comes with a pay every week or whenever a sequence is set, and for the season the premium NAP plan goes for 700,000 naira. Then we also have the booklets plan, where you gain access to all the booklets we purchase throughout the season, and every sequences we buy, both Nigerian and UK sequences, and that goes for 500,000